Well, hello everybody, it's Ian Marshall. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Now, since you've already seen the title of this video, you know what's about to happen. I am about to talk about meeting Hillary and Bill Clinton, real life, in person. I'm just gonna start this off right away that if you are not a fan of Hillary and Bill Clinton and all you're coming here to do is to comment negative or hateful things on this video, then this video probably isn't for you. You know what I love about living in Canada and North America in general, in a democracy, is that we can all have different opinions. We can all choose different things to stand behind and different people to represent us. And listen, if you're a Republican in the United States, or if you're a conservative in Canada, or if you're a Democrat, or if you're a liberal, I love you regardless, and I hope you'll still love me. And if you don't, that's fine, that's your prerogative. But like I said, if you're here for the wrong reasons, then you could just go ahead and click right out of this video right now. But make sure before you go, you click that big red subscribe button down below, because I post new videos every single week. And if this one isn't for you, I guarantee you that something on this channel you will enjoy. So go ahead and click that button right now, and let's hop in to this week's video. So if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, I'll put that information right here and down below. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should. But if you do, you know that I already posted a picture posing with Hillary and Bill Clinton. I've got a lot of messages, a lot of people asking me if they were wax figurines. No, they were not. This actually happened. I actually, for real, not for play, met Billary. And it was a fantastic evening. I actually initially had planned to do a vlog style video where I would take you along with me. But as the night progressed, it was very clear and obvious that security, the Secret Service, etc. was very strict about cameras. We weren't allowed to have anything in our hands. We weren't allowed to take any photographs other than the one that we were permitted to after meeting them. I took a little bit of footage where I talked about what I was gonna wear to this evening. So let's cut to that footage and I'll see you back here in a minute. The day has finally arrived. I am so excited. I have been waiting, well, I heard rumblings about the Clintons coming to town, and then it was advertised, the tickets were released. We're heading downtown Toronto to meet former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State and presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. They're doing a live event this evening. But before we do that, I have to pick out what I'm wearing, because what does one wear to meet a former president? I even forgot. First Lady, Secretary of State, presidential candidate. I mean, my mind is blown. I am shook to the core. So let's go and take a look. If you watched my condo tour video when I first moved in here, you've already seen my wondrous closet. But I have a pretty good idea of what I think I'm gonna wear. I have this lovely purple number here. As you can see, it says it's custom. And while it definitely is custom, I chose the material and etc., the size was never quite correct, so I haven't really had a good opportunity to wear this. So I tried it on the other night, and it fits now like it was made for me, which it was. Anyway. So, this is fantastical. Now, for the pants. I was thinking about these new pants. Bitch. I was thinking about these new blue beauties that I bought the other day. I think it will just go wonderful with this purple moment that we're having here. I'm thinking, yes, queen. So as you can see, I was able to find something good and fresh to wear to this evening with the Clintons. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory. When I first heard that Bill and Hillary Clinton were coming to Toronto, I was obviously extremely excited because I love them, especially Hillary, and especially after reading her new book, which I've talked about before in past videos. I thought it was a fantastic story about what had happened with the election and just her life in general. I thought it was a great book, so I was super excited to meet her in person and shake her hand and say hello. But like I was saying, I decided to buy 2 VIP tickets, which included a meet and greet session with the Clintons, 1 ticket for me, 1 ticket for my dad. And like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen my picture, but I'll put that right here for you to take a look at. It was awesome to get to meet them. And then my dad also was with me, so he got a picture with the Clintons as well. After we met with the Clintons, obviously moved on to our seats, which were row 1. It was fantastic seats. Couldn't have possibly gotten any closer to the stage, which was just fantastic. We were able to watch them talk about all kinds of different issues. The first question that the moderator asked Hillary was if she was going to be running for president. She kept her mouth zipped closed on that one. I think she's gonna run. I don't know about you, but let me know in the comments down below what you think about that and how you would feel if Hillary ran again for first the Democratic nomination and then of course for President of the United States. I know I would be extremely excited for that to happen again. I think that it would be an awesome story of, you know, getting knocked down, brushing yourself off and getting back up, and everybody loves a feel-good story like that. But aside from that, I think it would also be an amazing thing for the United States and for the world. Say what you want about Hillary Clinton. I mean, it's fine. Like I said, everyone's entitled to their opinions. I think she's fantastic. I think that she has a lot to offer. I think that it would be amazing to have someone so accomplished, a former Secretary of State, a former First Lady, become the first female president of the United States. I mean, what a historic and amazing, you know, time in history that would have been and could still possibly be. Who knows? Hillary, if you're watching this, please run for president in 2020. Anyway, let's jump to some footage of the evening. I'll put in a couple snippets of kind of what happened, what we were watching. Let's go to that.
I'm going to tell them, this is the real truth. It's painful, but it comes out all right. So I was in this class that I did not attend all the time. It was about political and civil rights. I was passionate about the subject. The author of the textbook and the teacher of the class was a man named Tom Emerson, who was a genuine Roosevelt New Dealer. We met a young man here today who said FDR was his favorite president. This guy was one of the guys that made the New Deal go. But to put it charitably, he was a modest man, and the book was better than the movie. So the lectures weren't all that interesting, but I was there one day, and I noticed this woman student there who came apparently less frequently than I did. At least I'd never seen her before. And I literally, there was just something about her. She had no makeup on, she had long, really thick hair, she had big glasses, but there was just something about her. She had an energy. And so I followed her out, and I literally got closer than I am to her now. And I reached out to touch her and, you know, talk to her, and I stopped. I said, I better not do this. This will not be a casual encounter. I swear I did. So I didn't talk to her. I just followed her around for weeks. And looked at her, and one night in the library, she saw me looking back, and she said, she came up to me and she said, if you're going to keep staring at me and I'm going to keep staring back, we should at least know each other's names. I'm Hillary Rodham. Who are you? Hell, I couldn't remember my name. That's how we met. And it's worked out pretty well.
In those days, he had a lot of red hair and a red beard. And he had been at Oxford as a Rhodes Scholar, so even though he was a year older than me, he didn't arrive until a year after I started Yale Law School. And so I did notice him. He was hard not to notice. And the first I ever heard of him was I was cutting through the student lounge with some friends of mine, and we heard this voice in a southern accent say, and not only that, we grow the biggest watermelons in the world. And I said, who is that? And my friend said, that's Bill Clinton. He's from Arkansas, and that's all he ever talks about.
You either like them or you don't, and that's perfectly fine. I still love you anyway, regardless of what your opinion is. It was a great evening. We had a fantastic time. I know that he thoroughly enjoyed it. I know I thoroughly enjoyed it. And to be honest, not a lot of people can say that they've met a former president, a former First Lady, and a former Secretary of State. So definitely a life achievement unlocked for both of us. Anyway, that's all I have for this week's video. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to click that big red subscribe button down below. There's a little bell right beside that. If you want to click that, you'll get a notification each time that I post. I post new videos on this channel every single week. We have a great time, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. If you'd like to follow me off camera, you can do so on Twitter or Instagram. Both of those are just at Ian R. Marshall. And like I said, let me know in the comments down below how you would feel if Hillary Clinton took another run at the presidency in 2020. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.